How are you doing today? Good? Great. So you're here for an Ashiatsu massage? Wonderful. Have you ever had Ashiatsu before? No? Okay. Well, you do realize that it is all with my feet, correct? Okay. So it does lead to some really deep pressure. Is that okay with you? Okay, great. So then why don't you lay down? We have a mat on the floor and you can get nice and comfortable underneath the blanket and then we'll get started, okay? All right, great. Are you all settled? Good, okay. So I am going to sit on this stool and I'm also going to stand a bit. Is that okay? All right, great. Okay, so let me just get you fully covered. I may use my hands a little bit too. Take off my sweater. Okay, are you ready? Okay. And just tell me how the pressure is. That feel okay? Okay. I'm going to use the heels of my feet just to go down your spine. Now I'm not going to put pressure on your spine. Yes, I really enjoy doing Ashiatsu. Also, my feet are double jointed, so I can really do some deep pressure with my toes. Good. Okay, I'm working around your shoulder blade with the side of my foot. And a little bit on the shoulder blade, just gently. I'm using my toes all around. Does that feel good? Good, I'm so glad. Just relax. Pressure still feels okay? Good. Yeah, it's a nice kind of massage because again, you can use a lot more pressure than you often can with your hands. Although I may bend down and use my hands for your shoulders a little bit because on the bony areas, it's hard to really massage. Your shoulders been bothering you? I'm going to use my thumbs just a little bit, just on the top of the shoulders. And I'm not going to massage your head or your neck or anything with my feet. No, that doesn't feel very nice. Does that all feel good? Good. So you said you've had Ashiatsu before? Yes, a lot of times Ashiatsu will be done with bars hanging from the ceiling. That's really nice. And then the massage therapist can get up on the table. But I find as long as the client is comfortable getting up and down off the floor, that this works as well. And I will also stand a little bit. And sometimes I use a cane just for balance. Have you been having any trouble with your back? Okay, good. All right, I'm gonna go around your shoulder blade and a little bit on your shoulder blade, my toes. And then using my toes all around your shoulder blade. My big toe mainly, because I can really get in there. My big toe with a lot of pressure. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll do about 45 minutes of Ashiatsu, and then I'll do 45 minutes of Swedish massage so that you get the benefit of the deep pressure with my feet, and then also the more controlled pressure of my hands. The one problem with feet is I can't always feel the tight muscles quite as much. Does that feel good? Good. Yeah, the one problem with my feet is I can't always feel the muscle tightness as well as I can with my hands. That's why sometimes I like to just bend down and use my thumbs. That's one nice thing about sitting on the stool, is I can just get down in there with my hands if I want to. I tend to do Ashiatsu a lot on my husband, because he tends to want a massage late at night when I'm tired, and I don't want to set up the massage table, and I don't want to get everything out, so I will tell him I will give him a massage, but only if he will just lay down on the floor in front of me, and then I can do Ashiatsu even just sitting on the couch watching TV. So, good. I'm glad that feels nice. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to use my feet a bit more on your back, but while standing. The pressure's nice, right? Yeah. It's a really nice way to do deep tissue because it's not very hard on me. So here's where you can probably feel that I'm double jointed. I have like Barbie doll feet, so I can bend those toes and really just get in there. Which is funny because I don't ever wear heels because I don't like them. But I do have Barbie doll feet and can if I want to. I just don't find it comfortable. So I'm going to work on your glutes a little bit. Ashiatsu is wonderful for glute work because I can really get in there, and feet do not feel as invasive as hands on your glutes, on your butt. Some people don't feel really comfortable with massage therapists using their hands, but they don't seem to mind feet, and glutes are a really important area to work for massage. So a lot of people will come in to me as a massage therapist and say that their low back hurts, when actually it's their glutes, not their low back. So it's down right below the waistline, and it can radiate into the low back, but it's really the glutes that are tight, right in through here. Okay, let me work a little on this other side. Yeah.
that tends to be my problem. I have very tight glutes because I walk a lot and I'm standing to do massage, and mostly just because I walk and hike a lot. So having a massage therapist work on my glutes and my hips is really important. I was also born with dislocated hips, so the ball and socket joint of my hip, the socket bone was actually flat and not as curved as it's supposed to be, so it didn't really have a place for the end of the bone to go into, is my understanding. I don't know, because I was a baby. But it means I was in a cast from the waist down for the first 18 months of my life. And I barely learned to crawl. They told my mom I had to learn to crawl because it was an important stage of development, because, you know, they took the cast off and I was already 18 months, so I was about ready to start walking. I was probably late in walking, much later in walking than most babies. But my mom was told to make me crawl first. I'll do a little bit of work on the arms, just kind of rocking the arms back and forth, and then using my toes a little bit. The other side as well. Also rocking the back a little bit. This is the one part where I will kind of put my foot on the spine, because I'm not putting any pressure, I'm just using it to rock the back. So, okay, and then some pressure on your legs, and then on your feet. And it does feel good on your feet, huh? Just to have somebody kind of walk up and down. It's nice. Let's pull the blankets back down on your feet. I'm putting some, let's start with the glutes. Pressure on your legs. This is one massage where I'm really not gonna do any work on the front, because there's a lot more bones on the front and you don't want to put too much pressure there. That's why for a lot of people I'll do this for 45 minutes or half hour, depending on what they want, and then spend the rest of the massage doing Swedish massage. So I'll do a little bit with my hands on their back, but then most of the time I will spend with them face up and do some face massage and scalp massage, all things that I wouldn't do with Ashiatsu. And I can do a little bit more with the feet. And do a little bit more work with the feet with my hands afterwards. And again, having the bars up above is nice when you can do that, but I actually prefer to have the stool so I can sit and so I can do a little bit of massage with my hands. And on your back. More in there. That's harder to do when you are standing on top of a massage table. You'd have to climb down. But here I can do that, and then I can still use my feet. avoiding the backs of the knees. Yeah, you don't want to put that much pressure on the backs of the knees. That does not feel good. But again, when people come in and they really want deep tissue work, this is a nice and pretty easy way to do deep tissue work. For me, again, because I'm not the biggest person in the world. I'm pretty short. I'm 5'2". I'm just kind of little. And so although I know how to do deep tissue on a massage table, I just tend to move the massage table down more so that I really have some good leverage. Though actually, I have my massage table down pretty low right now anyway, just on a normal basis, because I've been doing a lot more massage in nursing homes. And I feel a lot more comfortable knowing that my clients can just sit down on the massage table. They don't have to kind of jump up onto it at all. Yeah, that makes me nervous with clients that are in a nursing home. So it's harder for them. And although many of them are sprightly and can do that, I just don't feel real comfortable about it because there are a few that aren't. And sometimes my clients really want their independence. They don't want to admit that they would need some help with a higher massage table. And so I like to not make it an issue and just move the massage table down. And then just doing some effleurage with my feet. Again, I won't usually use any oil when I do this, again, because it would be slippery for me, and I don't want to do that. But sometimes I will do this with the client fully clothed but no blanket on them. And then there's only one layer of clothing. Ashiatsu is also really nice for someone who really does want a full body massage on a massage table, but they're uncomfortable with taking their clothes off. And I've had those clients who really wanted a Swedish massage, but they didn't feel comfortable taking a lot of their clothes off. And it's hard on the massage therapist's hands to try to do a lot of this kind of movement through clothing. So when you do chair massage and things like that, you do a lot more kind of pressure point work like this. That is not as hard on your hands as kind of rubbing on fabric. So, how are you feeling? Yeah? I'm so glad. That was fun for me too. Well, I'm glad you had this test today. And this one was free for you, correct? That's what I thought. You know, we often will have the promotions where you can try the new service for free if you're a regular client. So now you've gotten to try this, and then maybe next time you'd want to book one that's a half hour of this and then 45 minutes or a half hour of Swedish. Yeah, that's what I like doing. So, well, I'm so glad you got to try this today. Take your time. And again, now you don't have oil all over yourself, so you can kind of jump up and go back to work if you want, or whatever you want to do. I hope you don't have to go back to work, but I know sometimes Ashiatsu's a good lunchtime massage because you don't go back too sleepy because it's a bit more vigorous and you aren't oily. So I'm so glad you could come in today. Okay, see you again soon.